everybody, welcome back to my channel, Subscription Boxes and More with Michelle. And what is it that I have to show you today? I have Emotional Wellbeing Box. See? I love the artwork on this box. I know I tell you that every time, but isn't that neat? Oh, you got to look at it from every angle, even the bottom and the top, which you can't see because it's got my address. Let's open it up. I already cut the tape. Get this one. Look how pretty it is inside. All Christmas-fied. Christmassy-fied. I love that there's that snowflake. I'm going to put that on my tree. All right, let's set that aside because I don't want to get the glitter everywhere. And then we have the green tissue paper and the thank you sticker that's always there. Now, I may put this box up with the other box because I don't have the journaling part filmed and everything, and I may do that. I may combine them, or maybe I'll make them two different videos. I haven't decided yet because I'm getting behind, guys. Oh wow, I love the green of this box. Okay, the other one was green too, but I think this is a different one. Geltle Heart Release. This is box 7. 7 of 12? 7 of 12. It's running out. All right. Welcome to you, most precious and valuable human being. In this box, you are invited to release the illusion of perfection and embrace the fullness of being human. You will be invited to write and release what holds your heart captive and set yourself free to live wholeheartedly, healing the wounds into the power of scars, proud flesh. Contents in this box. Okay, and then it gives you a breakdown of all that. That's sort of a spoiler. And then you go on from there. It says the box 7 contributors. So, you know, the companies that each of the items, like the tea and things like that. And then Geltle Heart Release, an opportunity to be free. The concept of release is often confusing, as is the act of forgiveness and the surrender of acceptance. I have a mouth. Forgiveness does not mean that whatever happened was okay or right in any way, or in any way acceptable. There would be no need to forgive if that was true. Forgiveness means that something horrible happened. There is no changing it, and yet we, as the victim, must refuse to terminally carry the event as defining who we are, who others are, what this world is. We accept the awful truth of the event. We tend to the wound with care and intention and time and effort to heal it. And it will heal and become scar tissue rather than normal tissue, wiser marks of life, experience, and soul growth. The work then becomes to release the attachment we have formed to our process, perceptions, and woundedness. We are not our stories, our experiences, our wounds, or our scars. We are all of these and so much more. If we continue to hold on to and grow anger and resentment, we continue to allow the perpetration, control, and power in our lives. We must allow integration that expands and strengthens our hearts. I wrote a book called The Random Bleedings of a Broken Heart that tells about all the traumas and things of my life, and it's available on Amazon. Random Bleedings of a Broken Heart. And that sort of goes along with this. And I'm sorry for the shameless plug of my own book, but that kind of goes along with this. It talks more and more about that, and the practice of Geltle Heart Release, practice of Geltle Heart Release. The emotional self-care practice of Geltle Heart Release is to validate and care for any wound or experience that still hurts. It may be one that you have processed and named many times. Or it may be something that you have never allowed yourself to name. or it could be anything in between. Emotional well-being is about caring for emotions, not denying them or manipulating them. How do we care for emotion? We allow them expression in ways that do not harm others. Crying, yelling, punching pillows, screaming in our cars, journaling, talking about it with someone we trust, drawing, painting, writing a song, poem, or memorial to a part of us that was maimed, injured, or killed. Part of me was definitely maimed, injured, and killed, and grieving. These are all forms of emotional care. It is only after we care for a wound that it can heal and be released. Okay, so I'm just reading you. I mean, this is serious stuff, guys. This box has helped me so much already, and will continue to do so. And after the 12 months, I intend to go back and do it again and do it again. And because this is not something that you have to go through one time and put away. Also, this emotional well-being box, it engages all of our senses in the along the journey of each one of these boxes. There's something that engages each of our senses to help us through this journey of reaching emotional well-being. And just because you reach a point of emotional well-being doesn't mean that something can't come back and knock you down, and that you don't need to go back and, that's what I'm saying, go through this process again. And that's okay. That isn't a failure. That's just being human. And I've gone through the process many times without the box, through therapies and all of that. And therapy that actually was very much like this, that went through and used all the senses. And that the pandemic nixed that, and this box came along when I desperately needed it. Thank you, Valerie Valentine, for being there when all other doors were shut to me because of the pandemic and all of that, and some other things. You're amazing, and your boxes are amazing. And I really wish that my videos could help people to see that, so that more people that need your help know who you are and where you are and how they can get that. And especially during this time where it's not as easy. I mean, it's easier now than it was, but not as easy to get to weekly therapies and all of that. This box is amazing, and you can do weekly therapy and still do this box. It's not an either or. Okay, anyways, there are journaling prompts that go along, of course. That's a lot of the point. And different practices of the Gentle Heart Release, okay? And this box will help you with all of that. And to start us off with something for one of our senses, we do have one of those teas. Every box comes with a tea. Look how nummy that looks. This one, they're all made by Dragonfly Tea House. And this one is the Perfect Cup Digestive Health Tea. Hey, I need that because I'm always sick on my stomach, right? And it's got ginger and peppermint and cinnamon and cardamom and lemon balm and licorice and fennel and burdock root and cornflower petals. That sounds amazing. I knocked something down. I don't know what it was. Does it have any? No, it's just a piece of empty bag. Anyways, smells really good. One thing I really love is they so many places where you get loose tea, they don't give you the tea bags. These are tea bags that you put your herbal tea in, and or your loose tea, and then it's got the threads. You tie the bag up, and that makes your tea sachet, and you don't have to worry that you're going to have a bunch of loose tea coming out of a tea ball. I don't really care for tea balls because the little bits, I have a texture problem, and those little bits of loose tea that get in my tea really bug me. I mean, you still get tiny bits, but a lot less than you do with a tea ball. I love that they send you these. That's amazing. So their website is www.dragonflyteahouse.com, and they have a lot of wonderful, really yummy teas. So you should check them out. Next thing I see in the box is this beautiful green feather. Sorry, I was trying to, got a little messed up. Oh, I could see it's cut at an angle. I could see putting a pen in here. The inside of the barrel, inside part of the pen with the ink in there, and using it as a quill. But it's already cut at an angle, and you could dip it in ink and probably use it as a quill. But isn't that beautiful? There's a reason for that. I mean, it tells you all the different reasons. Let's see what it says about the feather. It should be in here. Okay, I think this probably, there's something in here that this is probably to be used with, you'll see. Then we have our green squiggly wigglies hiding all the other contents. So let's try to move those aside and try not to lose anything. The first wrapped present I see, look at this, guys. Isn't that pretty? In the green tissue paper with a gold elastic bow that we can take off and be able to use that again for something else. I always like to reuse. This may be the handmade item. Guys, I want you to think about, okay, I want you to think about, they put a handmade item in all of these boxes that made out of like clay. Somebody had to make all of these. How many of these boxes go out? Somebody had to make every one of them. Here's one right here. See this? It's a heart-shaped clay. I love that. That's just one. There's other ones up here that I'm not seeing at the moment. I love, love, love the clay pieces. I think this is for your sense of hearing. Let's see what it says. It's got to have it on here. But think about the time and effort it takes to make all these. Ceramic heart rattle for the rhythm of release. Love that. And this, look how beautiful it is. These are like, all the leaves are like carved into there. And then this is one of the most beautiful pieces, handmade pieces that have come in one of these boxes. Oh, that's gorgeous. And listen to it. I love that. I don't want it to get broken, so I'm going to sit it up here because I'm afraid I could knock it down because there's so much stuff that you can't see on my table at the moment because I've been doing video after video after video in this marathon. So we're putting that up there to be safe. Okay, next item. Look, it's a hand, right? Do you need a hand? But it's also a pen. Do you see it? I release and let go, it says right here. I don't know if you can read it, but it says I release and let go, and it's a hand. That is a cute pen. And you know me, I like cute pens. All right, so the hand pen, it says to support letting go. The Digestive Health Herbal Tea, we didn't read about that. Minty notes with sweet cinnamon, caffeine-free, contains ginger, peppermint, cinnamon, cardamom, lemon balm, licorice, fennel, burdock root, and cornflower, which we did read. But okay, this is why we may be using this feather. We have a sage smudge, and you light this, and you let you blow it out because you don't want it just being a big old flame, and then the smoke from that, and then you can waft that over you, bathe yourself in that. It's a very Native American thing. My grandmother's a full-blooded Wyandot, was a full-blooded Wyandot, my mom's mom. And oh guys, the sage. Oh, I love sage. It's a purifying thing. You can go around your house and purify, get rid of negativity around your space, around yourself. Yeah, that's an important thing. So what does it say about the sage smudge? Sage stick and smudging instructions. Well, and here's smudging instructions, which I already am very well aware of. And then we have our affirmation cards, and it's always in this little small glassine bag, which I love, and they're always in the color of the box, and this one being like an emerald green. And then on the other side, it has a nice affirmation that you can say over and over to yourself. With this box. I treat myself with letting go of the need to control. I am releasing all that does not serve me. I embrace the release of perfectionism. I need that one. I need all these. I need all of them in all the boxes. But so let me tell you what it says. Affirmation cards for the habit of positive thinking. Let's find out what else there is for your journal growth. Guys, we need these bigger rings because our journal is getting bigger and bigger, and it's not where I can get to it right now. It's actually in my bedroom where I've been working on it. But yeah, we need these. They're book rings so that we can expand our journal. All right, next, sorry, I was looking. We always get, for our sense of smell, we always get an essential oil in the card that tells us about it. So let's see which one. We have Lemongrass Oil of Cleansing. Lemongrass is a powerful cleanser of personal energy. It assists the letting go of old limiting beliefs, toxic energy, and negativity. As we let go of past issues and stagnant energy, we can see with greater clarity. Lemongrass gives us the ability to clear what no longer serves, including thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. This revitalizes discernment to see what is in front of us with new and empowered enthusiasm. Suggested use include aromatic and topical use only. Use roller to rub the oil on pulse points. Massage into skin with hands. Cup the hands around the mouth, the nose, but not the eyes, and inhale 3 times deeply, and or roll on the bottom of your feet. Use during meditation or any time you want support. Last time I tried to open one of these, I ripped it right off the card, which I try to keep the baggie, I try to keep it on the card, but be able to open it and get the, so that it doesn't accidentally get separated. But I did the same thing. I ripped the baggie. All right, so we have it out. Oh, this smells kind of like lemon pledge, which is not a bad scent. I mean, it's a homey, clean scent. But that's what it makes me think of. Or, you know what else I kind of smell? The lemon flavored Pez candy. I don't know why. It's just the things it brings to mind. It's very, very lovely scent. It actually is a very good scent. It's a sweet, lemony, fresh, clean scent. And it does kind of make you either want to dust your furniture or lick your wrist. Don't do that. All right, well, I did rip my baggie a little bit, but I'll put a piece of tape on it. So I like to keep that on there so that I can always keep the oil with the card so that I have the right one for the right need. doTERRA essential oils. So if you are interested in essential oils for aromatherapy and things like that, it's my doTERRA, M-Y, like my, doTERRA, DOTERRA.com, okay? And go check them out because they have amazing essential oils. There's not a bad one in the bunch. Now we have our stone. We always get a gemstone that also goes with the intention of the box. And I know what this one is. It's malachite. I knew before I ever saw it, not because I read it on the card, because of the color of the box. It had to be malachite. I also keep this tied on here so that I can find I put the card in my journal and I tie it in a way that I can get the stone in and out, but yet keep it with the card. And then it looks neat, but the little pouch is hanging out too. I love the color of this pouch. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get it untied. Loosen it up so I can get the stone out. Look at the color of the baggie. It's really pretty. They always are. Oops, well, it came off. I'll tie it back on. Malachite is one of my favorite stones, and it's one of Riley's middle names now, because Riley picked Riley's own name, and malachite. Look at that stone. The different colors of green. trying to show you this side. I guess this side's really pretty too. Can you see it? I hope you can. Malachite is such a beautiful stone. But let me read you about it. I don't want to lose it, so we're putting it back on the card. But I try to tie it looser so that I can get it in and out of the bag without losing the bag or getting it separated from its card. So that you can like open and close this, you know, or the bag like cinches shut. And see, because I tie it loose, then I can open and close the bag and get the stone out. See? Without taking it off without taking the pouch off. And then I don't lose it. Okay. Malachite is known as the stone of transformation, which is part of why malachite is part of Riley's name. It's Riley Zale Malachite Welters. So malachite is known as the stone of transformation. Malachite is an extremely powerful, deep energy cleanser and healer. Vibrating with lush, deep, and vibrant greens, the stone radiates the perfect energy to open and heal the heart. Malachite reminds us that we are co-creators in this world and helps us to recognize and utilize our personal power in constructive and creative ways. It gently lifts the confusion that prevents movement. This stone can support the release of abuser/victim polarity to empower individual strength and the ability to heal. It draws toxins from the body and supports vitality physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Malachite is a powerful ally for those trapped in stagnation and defeatism. Its frequencies melt constrictive energies and stimulate the flow of life force. The stone protects against power abuse on psychic, energetic, and emotional levels. Malachite is the healer and guardian of the heart. Affirmation for malachite: I release the past and boldly co-create with the transformative power of life. And there's all kinds of other things on here. Ways to engage with your stone. So you can write your intentions and place them on a piece of paper under the stone. Put the stone on top of it. You can carry the stone, or you could, I mean, if you have like paint pens, you could write on it, but who would want to do that? Some people do, right? Carry the stone that holds the energy and frequencies that you most need that day. And that's why I like to keep my stones with my cards, because if there's something that I particularly need, well, I can get that stone and put it in my pocket. Hold your stone and affirm your connection to the powers it symbolizes and emanates. Place the stone on a personal altar or bedside table. Make jewelry and wear the stone for the power they so freely give. Like if you're good at using like the wire wrapping stones and things, I would lose my stone. But some people are so good. I've seen some so beautifully wrapped pieces of jewelry. I wish I could do that and not have it pop out and get lost. Then I would wear them. Thank our Mother Earth Gaia for ever-present and generous support. Be a strong advocate and steward for our beautiful planet. Walk on our planet with awareness, respect, and reverence. And bare feet. Why bare feet? So you can connect with Mother Earth. Again, my grandmother was full-blooded Wyandotte, so a lot of these things really align with my more native beliefs. I know I don't look as native. You ought to see my cousins. My cousins all look like Pocahontas. They all do. Except me. My daddy was a blonde with blue eyes. I got fairer skin and blue eyes. All my cousins have the darker skin, the black-brown eyes, the black hair. I love my daddy. I don't care. I'd like to look like Pocahontas too. Anyways, so there's that. And I love malachite. And then we have, well, let me see. I'm trying not to lose anything in all the squiggly wigglies, guys. We have every every month we have a candle in the color of the box. And I love how the wick it forms kind of a heart. You say candle? What are you talking about, candle? Well, first look at this. It's sort of a bees, what do you call it? Honeycomb, like, texture, right? It's two pieces of wax. I know it probably doesn't look like that to you. It's thin. But what you do is you make a candle like this one. And let me tell you how. You warm this wax, because right now it would be brittle. If you did it in a cold state, you'd break it. You warm it between your hands or against your body. I hold it against my body because I'm really hot and it takes less time than, you know, and I make sure it gets evenly warmed. And then you put you put your wick at the end of the wax and you roll it up tightly, one sheet of it, and making sure you keep it straight and roll it all the way up. When you get to the end, then you butt the end of the next one, make sure it's still warm, up against that piece. You don't overlap it. You butt it right up against where one stops, the new one begins, and you wind that up as well. And it makes a votive candle. And they're all a little bit different. Even though they're all the same size, they come out different. This one came out looking taller and more slender, and I've had one come out looking shorter and more fat. Like me. But I'm not sure why they do that, because they all start out the same. I guess maybe the amount of heat you put to it and how much, how tight you get it rolled. Make sure you get it rolled tightly so it burns nicely. And then it tells you about it. It tells you how to make it, but it also tells you about the color and all of that. Deep green candle. Welcome, beautiful light beings. You are the light of the world. Let your light shine brightly. This box color is deep green. Green is the color of the heart chakra. Green is the color of nature, of growth, of healing, and of money and prosperity. Deep green is the color of mature growth. It is the color of our precious forests and evergreens. Deep dark green supports the heart's inner peace and relaxation. This color promotes integrity, expansion, and harmony. Harmony. Came out sounding weird. Deep green has a strong correlation with safety. It is the most restful color for the human eye. Roll up and make your own candle with your own hands. The process of creating endows authenticity. There is great power in creating. Light your creation with the intention of honoring your heart with all the experiences that have marked your heart as your very own. We will all have experiences that hurt and even break our hearts. Leave it raw and bleeding. This part of the human experience, just as the healing principle is a part. When wounded, our bodies jump immediately into healing mode, clotting the bleeding and repairing the wound. This takes the time it takes. Same is true for our emotional bodies and our heart wounds. They will eventually heal and become scars and no longer open to further damage. It's stronger than normal tissue. Our wounds become proud flesh. Honor your proud flesh, your heart scars. They make you unique, your experiences deep and valuable beyond logic. Let your light shine through the cracks of your authentic whole heart. So, you make this, and that's a sense of touch and all of that. So you've got like things for your sight, your the green color of everything, right? Your taste with the tea, your hearing, that heart that rattles, sense of smell. You've got your essential oil. You also have your sage smudge. There's, did I say sense of touch? Making the candle. There's all your senses are represented here, and you're engaging all of those senses in your process of healing from your past traumas and all of that. Then that comes down to these two packets. This has write it down and send it away postcard project. Welcome. This kit is, and there's always some kind of a craft or something besides the candle. Welcome. This kit is a simple way to do something with your own hand to support your well-being. The to-do kit for box 7 is to release the weight and pain off your heart. This directive is prompted by Frank Warren's Post-Secret Project. Visit Sunday morning's video about the project if you care to learn more or have not heard about it before. And it's cbsnews.com news post-secret private secrets anonymously shared with the world. That's a lot. Or go directly to this website. Oh, thank you, because that's too much. postsecret.com. You are not alone. We are all connected. As we each overcome our individual challenges, heal ourselves, and learn to give kind understanding to self and others, we add to the collective emotional well-being of the human race. Your actions matter for all of us. It is important to release all that inhibits you from living a wholehearted life. So I'm assuming materials include 3 addressed and stamped postcards. Materials needed: writing or drawing tools. Optional materials: magazine images, scissors, and glue. I'm thinking what you're going to do is probably write down on this and send it away, and then you don't have to worry that, you know, you've sent it away. It's not with you anymore, weighing you down. And they go to Valentine Studios, so that's nice. So there's 3 of them, and they're stamped. They really are. And you know what's really neat? There's different stamps. They're Barnes. I like that. Okay, directions. Find 3 pre-addressed and stamped postcards for you to mail anonymously. On 2 postcards, describe in any way you choose what still hurts your heart. This can be something someone did to you or something you did to someone else. It can be a secret or a regret. It can be something you did as a younger, naive person before you had all the information. Whatever it is that weighs on you and still hurts, write it down and send it, releasing you from the tyranny of carrying alone. On the last postcard, describe what it would be like to be released from this tyranny. Imagine and describe the freedom and power of living true release, acceptance, and the growth of transcendence. Go to the post box and mail your postcard with mindfulness, calming heart healing, and emotional release for yourself as you physically release them into the box. We will receive these with honor and release with sacred ceremony. To see a demonstration, visit our YouTube channel, Valentine Studios, and watch the To-Do Kit demo for box 7. Congratulations on your release. And I imagine if you need more than 3, you could probably make your own and send them as well. I'm sure they're not going to limit you. They just got you started with these 3. So a couple of things you need to release. Maybe something somebody did to you. Maybe something that you did to someone else. Even if it was accidental, but, you know, that you feel really bad and been carrying that around. And one about what it would be like to live without that on your heart. Neat. I am going to do that. I will not read those to you. I will tell you I've done it. They will be deeply personal. They wouldn't be anonymous if I read them. I read a lot of my journaling to you. And I do a lot of other more deeply personal journaling off camera afterwards that I don't read to you, obviously. But that's definitely, I already know in my head and in my heart what those need to be. And those are just between me and the universe. All right. Then you have your journal prompts. And welcome to the journal prompts for box 7 and the theme of Geltle Heart Release. Journaling is an extremely effective way to release pressure and anxiety. By writing out emotionally challenging experiences, you are supporting yourself in processing and integrating your life. You offer yourself the space to explore new ideas, to heal old wounds, and to release any limitations. In order for growth, we must give ourselves the freedom to change through this process. In this box, we are focusing on how to release the pain, experiences, and wounds that continue to hurt. Gentle shifts in thoughts, words, and actions can create huge change. By doing different practices to tend to, comfort, and heal parts of yourself, parts of self, such as journaling, the to-do postcard kit in this box, therapy, processing with a friend, we strengthen our emotional intelligence and well-being. Acknowledge your work and willingness to do the things that offer you the best life you can create. Okay, so this is going to have the journal prompts, and they have 7 of them on here. What is it that continues to weigh on my heart? How can I begin to release this and integrate it into a wholehearted understanding? How can I claim and practice my ability to grow and develop and change? What is the difference between guilt and shame for me? That's a good one. Can I offer safety and support to myself? I always have to offer safety and support to everybody else, and my problems always get shoved to the back burner, which is why so many years later I am still dealing with and trying to heal hurts that were done to me as a small child, because I'm so busy always helping to heal other people's. And that's great. That's a wonderful thing. It's an important thing. It's part of who I am. But I can't keep putting my needs on the back burner because everybody else's needs are so much more important. Why are they more important? Because I place more importance on them than I do on myself, and that's not fair to me. Is there something I need to forgive myself for? Well, that, it says describe. That will take all of this and then some. What is the first step in this forgiveness? Maybe writing it down and giving myself permission to forgive myself, which is something I've never been able to do. Please allow yourself to wander in your journals through any thoughts or questions that arise from within you. These are most significant as they are your personal prompts. Congratulations for taking the action to allow your own gentle heart release. And don't think about it too hard. Don't go in and try to make it perfect and neat and erase, and just, the faster you get it from your head to the paper, the more real and raw. And if we overthink it, then it's no longer genuine. Well, it is, but it isn't. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it being neat and perfect. This is just for you. It doesn't have to win an award. You're not entering it into the county fair. This is for you and for your healing. So I have a hard time with that because that perfectionist in me, and I want it to look neat and everything. And I've really let myself just not do the neatest journaling in this. Anyways, then there are lots of green paper in different weights. Like that was a thin one. This is more of a cardstock weight. This is another thin one and another cardstock weight. And it goes like that. And then everyone has an envelope that matches the color where you can put like really secret things or mementos or things, something you don't want to lose, or something so personal you want to make sure somebody doesn't accidentally run across. And they still could, but it would require them to open it up, and hopefully they won't. Okay, so you've got all those green papers, but then you have some specialty paper in there. And I like this. This is lighter, and it's got it's still in a green color, but it's got real white, I don't know if you can see it, flora on it, like leaves and things on it. More of the green, light and heavy, light and heavy. And on the back, there's this one. So sometimes there's more, sometimes there's less. At least it seems like some of them have more. That's pretty too, isn't it? All right, so those are our prompts and our papers to write it on, and it goes in our journal that we've been putting together, or I've been putting together, and I will show it to you with the colors put in, and I will share with you some of my journaling. This particular prompt requires me to really dig into some things that, yes, I put it in my book and all of that, but I don't necessarily want to put out on my YouTube channel. I'm trying to make my, keep my YouTube channel a more positive space. I don't want to necessarily get into the deep, dark, and ugly of my past traumas too much on my YouTube channel. I don't want to bring everybody down. That's definitely not the direction I want to take people, although I know that a lot of you are facing your own journey through your traumas, and the traumas are very much, some of them the same as mine. And, well, that would be a whole different channel, and I'm not sure that YouTube is the platform for that. Again, I do have a book, so if you're curious, it's Random Bleedings of a Broken Heart by Michelle Heston-Edmonds, E-D-M-O-N-D-S, Heston, H-E-S-T-O-N, like the actor Charlton Heston. Michelle Heston-Edmonds. And if you want to look it up, it is on Amazon. But know that it's a very hard read. It is very graphic, and it's not for everyone. So, but it's my life. So there's that. And the only reason like I said, this wasn't meant to be a shameless plug for my book. It's just that it goes along with this. I mean, 100% it goes along with this. So it brought it up. All right, guys. So, and I really apologize, Valerie, for not having it up. I had some things happen. My son, who moved in, moved out. My granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter that lives here, moved in. I've not been well. Some things have happened, and I need the box desperately, and I've been using it, but I'm behind in posting videos, and I apologize very deeply for that. Valerie does very kindly send me these boxes for review, and that's not right, guys, that I've let it get behind. That, there's no, I mean, there are excuses, but I should not be behind. Let's just put it that way. I shouldn't allow that to happen. But sometimes you gotta, what did it say in one of the other boxes, that self-care isn't selfish. I feel like I've been selfish, but I definitely needed some self-care, and my family has needed my care and concern. And so I got myself behind, but I will catch up, I promise. We will see all 12 of these boxes on this channel. I promise you that. I promise you, Valerie, and I promise you, my viewers. If you have not tried this box and you have some emotional well-being issues, and I'm confident in saying all of us have some. We're human. This box is good for anyone, or if you have someone in your life that you know needs some healing beyond what you are able to help them with yourself, and maybe therapy isn't doing it alone, or for whatever reason therapy is not happening. This box is therapy. It's therapy in a box. She is a licensed art therapist and therapist, and yeah, this is amazing, and it helps me so much. I've got a lot of things going on, and I've had to push down a lot of my own issues, but I've been talking about putting everybody else's first, so I'm having some struggles right now, and this box couldn't have come at a better time, because I need to unpack it again and deal with it again, and I will have to throughout my life, because that's what we do as humans. We have to. Things bring it back up. Things happen. Things bring those feelings back up, and we have to deal with them again and again. But you know what? Every time we heal from it, we heal, those scars are healed deeper, because some of these scars go all the way beyond flesh and blood and bone, clear to the soul. And that kind of wound takes more healing and more time. And sometimes, you heal it to a level, but it goes farther, and so when it comes up again, it kind of, comes back up, maybe not quite to the top, but it's up there, and you have to heal it again, but the healing goes a little deeper, and then it comes back up, and you have to heal it again a little deeper, until finally, eventually, hopefully, it's healed so well and so deep that, yes, we can get a twinge, just like an old war wound, but, it doesn't open it back up. It just aches for a little bit. And that's where I'm trying to get to. And these boxes are definitely helping. Let me know what you think. Have you tried Emotional Wellbeing Box? If you haven't, yes, it's expensive, but it's definitely cheaper than therapy. And amazingly effective. So I cannot recommend it highly enough, and it's not just because she sends it to me for review. These are my honest, I never give a dishonest review. And this is on such a different level than any of my other boxes. It is my favorite box in that this one does me the most good. I love Cat Lady. I love that. That's my favorite box as far as like whimsical and, all of that. This is my favorite box because it's the one I need the most, and it's the one that does me the most good. With all that being said, or just stop by and say hi. We don't have to dig into something that you're not comfortable with or ready for or whatever. Just come by and say hi. And give me that big old thumbs up, because it would really, really help my channel. And please subscribe to my channel and share my video with others so that maybe they might subscribe as well. You never know. And thank you so, so much for watching and for listening to me babble. And I hope to see you again in another video real soon. I'll be here. Will you? I hope you will. Bye, guys.